All right, what's good, y'all? So look, let's talk about these people that like to get in relationships just to cheat, right? Or better yet, like to get in relationships knowing that they have extra baggage or they haven't healed from their past relationship, you know, just to have a companion or say that they have someone they're willing to bring in all that extra baggage to their next relationship to an individual that doesn't even deserve it. You know what I'm saying? That has nothing to do with the heartbreak or the pain that they're going through, which was put on them by someone else. You know what I'm saying? My whole thing is, I don't know if it's illegal to be single, man, and get yourself together before you decide to get in a relationship, but somebody gonna get really seriously hurt like that. It's a new day. Um, things are changing, man, and you can't just go around here fucking people over and not thinking that there's going to be any consequences behind that. I mean, you might get lucky every now and then, but you know it's gonna come a time where you do that to someone, man, and it's not gonna be pretty for you. So I always said that if you give somebody something to remember, if they have a consequence behind something that they do, or if they do somebody wrong and you give them something to remember, they'll think twice the next time they do it. They'll think twice before they do that shit again. And that's just some real shit, regardless of whatever it is. You give somebody something to remember, and they'll think twice. And everybody's not gonna just walk away from heartbreak or walk away from a motherfucker just cheating on them and they didn't even deserve this shit or did nothing wrong and try to do everything in their power to make the relationship work. But one selfish individual in the relationship wanted their cake and eat it too. And all they had to do was just stay single. All they had to do was stay single and get themselves together and be a decent person for someone in a relationship, and actually be a good companion and someone that's gonna bring some positive energy instead of that toxic shit. And we have so much of that going on now these days. It's like, people are so skeptical to trust, or to put their faith in somebody else because they done dealt with a couple of other selfish motherfuckers that got them fucked up to where they thinking that everybody is like that, and they got this wall up. But my whole thing is this: don't come into a relationship with a wall up. You know what I'm saying? If you got a wall up, man, listen. Wait till you knock that bitch down. Wait till you get your courage and your strength, and you get yourself back together before you even think about a relationship. You know what I'm saying? You don't get in a relationship or try to look for a relationship knowing you have a wall up. If there's a man that wants to pursue a woman who has a wall up, that's on him. I would strongly suggest against it. But hey, if you want it that bad and you see some potential in it, then do your thing. But man, that's some stressful shit right there. For both sexes, because it's men that's like that too. And see, the thing about it is what a lot of women don't understand is it's a lot of men that's been hurt. It's a lot of men that's been hurt too, and they display their hurt differently than women do. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of niggas, they'll cheat, because they were heartbroken, because they want to have one up, just in case, the chick that they dealing with, she foul, or you know what I'm saying, she ain't right, and she not who she say she is. They won't feel stupid. You know what I'm saying? Look, I know this might sound crazy to some chicks, but men are not as strong as women when it comes to heartbreak. Men aren't designed to take heartbreak. They're not. Men are not designed. Now, I'm not saying this is a right thing, but it's just true. Through history, women have dealt with heartbreak. Women have been getting shitted on for years, man, for centuries. You know what I'm saying? All the way to the ancient Roman and Greek times and shit like that. You know, that's where the island of Lesbo came. The island Lesbo came from. That's where lesbianism came from. That island, because you know, the men were actually having homosexual acts with one another so much at a frequent rate that the women were off to themselves. They were left to be by themselves, and they went off to an island called Lesbo. Yeah, man. But look, that's another history lesson. You know what I'm saying? But like I'm saying, long story short, I'm just saying, women have been objectified and been done dirty for years. You know what I'm saying? And just up to like now, around or about 20 years ago, women have been able to do a lot of things that make them, I guess, equal to a man in standards, you know, as far as work ethic or certain jobs or things of that nature. So you know, it's been a long time coming. So men are not used to that, especially black men. You know, I don't even think men, period. Men are not used to having their heart broken, because they're the ones that's used to doing the heartbreaking. You know what I mean? And women are stronger than we give them credit for. You know what I'm saying? Like, women, they really endure a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? And they have been enduring a lot of shit. And they've been enduring so much shit now. I mean, it's up till now that women have began to take on masculine characteristics. Like, you got women out here that's playing niggas like they niggas. You know what I mean? And I mean, you can't blame nobody but these simple-minded ass, young-minded ass, stupid niggas for them being this way at the end of the day, because a lot of these women were somewhat wholesome before these niggas got a hold of them. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, they probably had good intentions to really love a man or be with a man. I'm not saying it was all the niggas' fault, but I know that a lot of times that it was, you know. And now we got all this lesbianism going on because these women don't want to be hurt by men no more, and they feel like they got an upper hand when it comes to a woman. And I gotta blame men for that. You know what I'm saying? The government and men for that. You know what I'm saying? The government knew what they was doing when they took the man out the household during the Reaganomics era, you know, in the early 1980s. You know, they knew what they was doing. You know, all you got to do is make a woman feel as if though she doesn't need a man, or lower a man's qualities, or make the black man become obsolete in a household. All you have to do is make sure the woman has all the things that she needs in order to survive. And here you go with the EBT and the you know, the subsidized housing. You don't need a man for that. All you need is a child or two. You don't need a man for that. And if you can instill in a woman's mind, a weak woman's mind, I'm not saying that all women are weak. I'm saying some women are weak, that they don't understand what the government has done and what the system has done to the black family as far as separation and division. So, being that they don't understand that, it's so much easier for the system to infiltrate a weak person's mind. And once a weak woman sees that she don't need you, you know, that's just it. It ain't really too much you can do about that. You know, she either gonna love you or she not. She either gonna fuck with you or she not. And you know, especially if she knows she don't need you, it got to be something special about you for her to, you know, deal with you. Especially if she's still going to show you respect after that, because usually once a woman knows that she don't need you, her respect level for you goes down as well. You know, and if there's no respect, there's no relationship. If there's no trust, there's no relationship. So, men are weak when it comes to getting their heart broken compared to women. You know what I mean? I've seen it. You know what I'm saying? A man will lose his goddamn mind if he was being halfway faithful to a woman and a woman cheated on him. You know what I'm saying? A man will lose his motherfucking mind, yo. But when a woman, she can get cheated on and she'll take a nigga right back. Take a nigga right back. Take a nigga right back. You know what I'm saying? A man, he be on some whole other shit. And y'all know I ain't lying. Y'all know I ain't lying. Men ain't that emotionally strong in that area like women are. I don't know why it's like that, and I'm guessing because just the way the makeup or the way history has been to women, that they've almost somewhat gotten used to the way certain men are. That's the only thing that I can come up with. But nevertheless, I still say that, that's no excuse for expecting a person who's had nothing to do with your heartbreak or heartache to deal with the bullshit that you bring into a new relationship. And if you're any type of decent individual, why would you want them to deal with your shit? Wouldn't you want to heal yourself and get better so you could be the best person you could be to this individual? If you care anything about them, wouldn't you want to do that? So, people breed toxicity and they don't even understand it. It's like, man, that's why it's so important to heal, because it's almost like the movie Fallen, man, when the guy had the spirit in him, and the one with Denzel Washington, and he had the spirit in him, and he was bumping into everybody he bumped into was getting that spirit. That's kind of how it be if a toxic motherfucker break your heart. If a toxic motherfucker break your heart and you don't heal from that, you got that same toxic energy that toxic person gave you, and you haven't gotten rid of it, and now you about to bring that in a new relationship and give that to some innocent individual who don't deserve this shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what happens. So like, have empathy. Learn to have empathy, man. And you'll have more fruitful blessings, man, when you care about how other people feel about things, how you place yourself in someone else's shoes and say to yourself, how would I feel if that was me? How would I feel if I did that to somebody or somebody treated me like that? But see, people be so hurt and they be so confused and in they bag about shit that they don't even realize that they're becoming the same person who hurt them. And that's some real shit. And it just keep recycling over and over again, man. But it is what it is, man. When you become an adult, these are things that we have to learn. This is why it's okay to be to yourself sometimes. You can only learn these things and come to terms with these things when you're alone, when you have your alone time, your meditation time. Some people can't even stand to be by themselves for half a day without having to go around some people to validate them and shit. So if you can't even be by yourself for a certain amount of time and be comfortable with being around your own self or looking at your own reflection, you telling me you're going to be good to somebody else? You're going to be good for somebody else? Really? I don't know, man. But good luck with all that shit at the end of the day. I got to get on up out of here, though, man. I'll probably hit y'all tomorrow with something, man. I've been thinking of some other topics that I think need to be